the trainer for your sea lion show, but the real star is this adorable lady right here. She is an 8-year-old female California sea lion. As that name suggests, California sea lions, they are native to the western coastline of the Americas, all the way from British Columbia down to Ecuador. But, Jet, have you ever been to the West Coast? No. Goodness gracious, no. She's a southern girl. She was born at SeaWorld of Orlando, and she came here about 7 years ago. Now, she and I have been hanging out together for a really long time. And I'm sure you guys can imagine it takes a lot of things to build an awesome sea lion relationship. It takes lots and lots of love, lots of trust, and a whole lot of fish. Yeah. Well, there's also something else extra with Jet and myself. A little bit of magic. Yeah, I know. I'm sure you didn't know this when you came into Theater this Sea, but not only am I a sea lion trainer, I'm also a master magician. I know. And when there's an audience in front of me, good grief, I could not handle it. I have to show off some of my magic. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to turn this sea lion into a walrus right before your very eyes. Yeah. Don't worry, I will change her right back, I promise. All right, here we go. Check. Abra. Cadabra, hocus pocus, ta-da! Amazing, right? Good girl, right back into a sea lion. I know, thank you guys so much. Though a lot of you did clap for me, not everybody did. So, I have one more trick up my sleeve. It's going to blow your minds. I can make Jet's head completely disappear. It comes right back too. Don't worry, it's okay. She looked really alarmed. All right, here we go, Jet. Alakazam. Alakablooey. Good girl. Hey, it comes right back. Thank you so much. Most people, they don't really clap for me. They actually tell me to stick to training, so I really do appreciate all the support I can get. Thank you. Now, speaking of supporting our dreams, Jet here, she likes to sing, and she enjoys singing country western music. Yeah, good, right? Do you guys want to hear her favorite song? Okay, good. Hit it, Jet! Okay, good, that's great. Yeah. You guys clearly enjoy Kenny Rogers some, huh? Yeah. She loves her golden oldies. That was You Picked a Fine Time to Leave Me, You Seal. It is a classic song. Wait, why are you just laughing? It really is a good... Oh no. Good grief, I think I embarrassed Jet. What did I say that was so embarrassing for her? I called her a seal, yeah, and she is not a seal. She's a sea lion, right, Jet? You're a sea lion? Yeah. Okay. So the species, they do get confused with one another, but don't you worry. We're going to point out the differences between the two species to save you guys from embarrassing any sea lions in the future, right? I might have said it on purpose, though. Thanks. It's more like a oh rather than laughter. It's okay. If you look on either side of Jet's head, you'll see she has external ear flaps. True seals, they don't have ears like these, but they have holes right behind their eyes. Both species, they do have excellent hearing above and below the water. Sea lions like Jet, they do have very large and powerful front flippers. Yes, good. They use these front flippers to propel themselves through the water in a flying-like motion, much like this, right, Jet? Just a little bit bigger. All right. Now, seals, they have a much smaller flipper. It's about the size of a human hand, and they use their front flippers to steer through the water. Sea lions' front flippers are so strong. Jet can support her entire body weight on just 2 flippers. Good. Oh, nice and controlled, Jet. Good. Beautiful. All right, now the final difference is the way that sea lions move on land. Sea lions, they're able to walk on all fours by rotating their pelvic bones, good girl, underneath themselves. They can walk kind of like a dog. Seals, they can't do this. They have a fused or a fixed pelvic bone. When they move on land in the water, they just scrunch along on their bellies, and they kind of look like giant inchworms. Now Jet, coming from SeaWorld, has seen some seals in her day, right? So she's come up with a great impression of a seal moving on land. Good girl, I mean, it's uncanny. Now here's a question for you guys. What do you think sea lions feel like? Do you think they have smooth skin, like the dolphins? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we'll say about 9, 10. Thank you, lady. All right, what about covered in feathers, like a bird? Nobody? What about covered in fur, like a dog? Only like 8. Okay. Oh, that's strange. All right, well, I know it's a little hard to tell when they're all wet and sleek, but they are covered in feathers. Yeah. Why are you laughing? It's really hard to... No, I'm just kidding. They are covered in fur, so good job, you guys. Their fur points downward, so it's really difficult to see. But when you move the fur to the side, you can see all the individual strands of hair. And Jet has also turned into a sea tiger. Now that fur pointing downwards, along with all those other features, enables sea lions to be very streamlined through the water and helping them swim over 23 miles per hour, which in fact is faster than the dolphins. I know. That was kind of rude of me. But you know, I mean, dolphins are amazing, but sea lions are just swim faster, and Jet doesn't really boast about. She's really modest. She still thinks that dolphins are super cool, so I try to keep it modest for her as well. What is she doing? Good grief, I cannot believe she did that! Did she just stick her tongue out at the dolphin? I am so sorry. Please do not tell the dolphins that she did that. I'm sure she didn't mean it. I'm sure she admires the dolphins a lot. You do, right? Oh no. Okay, that's my mistake. Let's pretend like that never happened, okay? That was really embarrassing, Jet. Now, Jet is one of my really good friends, like I mentioned earlier. Good girl. But we have spoken about, you know, broadening her horizons of friends, broadening that circle. I think it's time she makes some new friends. What do you say? So what we're going to do, I'm going to give little Miss Jet some access over here. And I'm going to select some volunteers to come down and meet her. But before you raise your hand, Jet, Beach. If you or anyone in your family, Final Fish, has had any contact with any wild marine mammals in the past 2 days, we ask that you please not volunteer due to the risk of disease transfer from those wild animals through your contact and even your clothing.